If you've been on the internet since the early 2000s, I'm almost positive you recognize this funny yellow dog on your screen now. From the humble beginnings of the much wow memes, to the advance of the wacky and uncharacteristic memes, Doge is a character that literally anyone can relate to, mostly because they are a blank slate that can be put in any situation. But as of everything on the internet, there is a much darker side to this. A dark side that goes deeper than anything we've discussed here on this channel before. So join me today as we take a dive into the Doge / meme / Cheems / Walter / funny yellow dog / Dogelore Iceberg. Buckle up, because this partially satirical ride will definitely get a little bumpy. Doge, Walter, and Cheems. We all know about Doge, the funny yellow dog, Kabosu. Very wow, much good. We'll get more into their role in the Dogelore later. As for Walter, well, Walter is a bull terrier named Nelson who first appeared online back in 2018. He's the CEO of the Ching Chong drug factory. But more on that later. And finally, Cheems. Cheems is another Shiba Inu pupper who was first spotted online back in 2017. But in Dogelore, Cheems comes from an alternate timeline where he is that universe's equivalent of Doge. Cheems. Just basically Cheems, but thick. Karen. Karen is Doge's ex-wife who got custody of their children, Big Bro and Lil Bro. She traps Doge in numerous dimensions and mediums with her demonic powers. AKA, she's a total bitch. Wacky and uncharacteristic. A common description of Doge and how most of the memes involving him are formatted as saying, "I sure hope nothing wacky or uncharacteristic happens." Jim. Jim is a wanted criminal and toe-sucking addict. He is currently wanted for more than 498 counts of non-consensual toe-sucking and 232 counts of earlobe mastication, along countless murders. His motivations and true identity remain unknown, but he is said to be the evil twin brother of Henry, who, unfortunately, we will be discussing later. Pero. Pero is a drug dealer and friend of Doge and Walter. His nickname, Quieres, originates from the fact that each time he deals drugs, most commonly marijuana, to someone, he asks, "Quieres?" meaning, "Do you want?" in Spanish. Instagram meme accounts. This is referring to the many Instagram accounts dedicated to posting Doge memes or Walter memes, or whatever the theme for that account may be. Doge 2 / Cheems is Doge 2. I grouped these two together because one disproves the other. Caesar, otherwise known as Doge 2, is unlike any of the other residents of Buddyville. He just wants to live a quiet and normal life. He has no jokes, but he will listen to you and help in your time of need. He's characteristic and normal in the wacky world of Dogelore. He is established as Buddyville's main psychologist, and has also said that he was the only one not affected by Enrico Pucci's Made in Heaven time acceleration. He used to work as a police officer before he became a psychologist in the world-renowned Doge 2. In other words, Cheems is not Doge 2, at least not in the Dogelore. Walter is the target dog. This entry is just acknowledging that Walter, aka Nelson, is the same breed of dog as Bullseye, the target for mascot. What? Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency invented by software engineers Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer, who decided to create a payment system that is instant, fun, and free from traditional banking fees. Dogecoin features the face of the Doge as its logo and namesake. Isabel. Isabel was Doge's wife, whom he lived with after divorcing Karen and losing custody of Big Bro and Lil Bro. She's cheated on Doge more than once and is now, quote, a dead-ass bitch, end quote. Murphy. Uncle Murphy is usually a very kind Doge, and is polite and nice to his friends, family, and his customers. He was enlisted in the Iraq War with Elmo and his best friend Kenny. Murphy is a mechanic and lover of cars, while he mostly uses his wide array of mechanic tools for fixing cars. Sometimes he uses them to help Doge with his, CBT sessions. Cheems' real name is Belize.
Buddy?
This is true. Cheems merchandise. This is most likely referring to the official merchandise found here. Or it's about the ungodly amount of unofficial merchandise that is being sold online that features Cheems. Religious themes. I couldn't find much about this, but I'm assuming it's referring to some Doge memes having religious subtext, like the ones on screen. Either that, or it's talking about these Italian Doge guys that I found on Wikipedia. Kill count. Probably referring to the multiple characters in the Dogelore that have a history of killing people, some of who we'll be talking about later. And while I didn't go into specifics, I would say there would probably be about 1,000 or 1,000,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. Birthday stream. This is talking about the videos / live streams that happen on Cheems' birthday. That's kinda it. They're very wholesome, as you can see. Anti-capitalism. From what I can tell, this is mostly about the anti-capitalist memes using Doge and other characters from Dogelore. There's also a Reddit post saying Dogecoin is symbolic against capitalism, but I don't know about that. CIA Most Wanted list. This is also most likely talking about the multiple atrocities caused by multiple characters in the Dogelore. Drug deals. This could be another entry about Pero, the drug dealer, or the Ching Chong Drug Factory, which is a drug production and distribution conglomerate. It produces weed, crack, and gay juice. It is well known for producing its famous legal crack cocaine variety that made cocaine legal in the United States. This company is supposedly owned by Walter, and because of the company, he is now the most wealthiest man in the world, with his net worth being a whopping $420,690 trillion US dollars. The Cheems / Doge movie. Cheems the Movie is a video / series of videos on YouTube that revolves around the life of Cheems. They aren't that hard to find and can actually be pretty good. More on them later. As for the Doge movie, it's an upcoming 2018 American-Australian hand-drawn animated sci-fi adventure comedy action film produced by MLG Studios. And boy, I can't wait for this one to come out. On the news. Most results for Doge on the news only brings up stories of Elon Musk's publicly expressing his support for the previously mentioned Dogecoin. Immortals. This is just talking about the many immortal beings in the Dogelore, such as Slough, Cheemsburger, Steve, etc. Henry, a dangerous pedophile who is the coach of Buddiesville Elementary School. He has a 500 terabyte cheese pizza folder on his computer. He's very manipulative and will often hand out compliments a bit too often in an attempt to gain the trust of children. In reality, Henry is cruel, cold-blooded, and methodical, clearly feeling no remorse for his actions, all while remaining in a calm demeanor. The Happening. The Happening was an event where one of the many famous images of the dog known as Kabosu gained sentience and broke free from its intellectual cage. The sentient being began to act independently before morphing into the personality and character we now know as Doge. With his gained sentience, Doge inadvertently sent off a butterfly effect, which provided sentience to all other images of Kabosu, establishing the foundations for what would later become the Dogelore. Some Doge may appear to have widely ranging personalities. Sometimes they hate women and other minorities, while other times they are a Japanese civilian who sure loves being in Hiroshima on August 6, 1945. However, while these one-offs resemble Doge, they are in fact not he, but instead other sentient Doges released after the happening. World War Cheems. Another movie featuring characters from the Dogelore, easily found on YouTube. It's all a social experiment. According to the Wikipedia page I found for social experiment, a social experiment is a kind of psychological or sociological research for testing people's reaction to certain situations or events. In most social experiments, the subjects are unaware that they are in an experiment. Social experiments have also been used by companies to collect data about consumers and their opinion about a product or some particular topic. So I guess this entry is just saying that the Doge/Walter/Cheems, etc. memes are just experiments being performed on us without us knowing. Wake up, sheeple. Happy Meals. I couldn't find much of anything on this topic other than the meme format on screen now. Other than that, all I could find was just cheemsburbger stuff. Blue Doge. Oh my god, guys, why is Doge blue? That's kinda cringe, why is he blue? Okay, I gotta say, on my mama dough, he do be kinda fresh dough. He do be kinda quirky dough. There's also green Doge, purple Doge, black Doge, etc. But blue Doge is the only one to have not killed anyone in the Dogelore. Cheems in the Tiananmen Square protest of 1989. The Tiananmen Square. According to the Dogelore, Cheemsburger, or Cheemsburbger, consumed the man standing against the tanks, and the tanks themselves. This picture on screen clearly shows Cheems at the protests moments before the disaster. Now that we're officially blocked from a certain point of the world, let's go on down to level 6. Becoming God. Most likely another entry about the multiple godlike characters in the Dogelore. Or it's talking about Doge or Cheems memes being symbolic of the internet and our growing dependence on technology. That, mixed with our never-ending grind to make money, being infiltrated by the Dogecoin. It's all just a commentary on these physical pleasures becoming our quote-unquote God, and we're losing focus on what's truly important in life. But it's probably the Dogelore gods. different universes. This theory says that Doge, Cheems, and Walter are all the same meme, but from different universes. Doge being from our timeline, and Cheems and Walter coming from another, where they are the original meme. This is backed up in the Dogelore, where it says, quote, cheemsburbgerlore comes from an alternate timeline where he is that universe's equivalent of Doge. Coincidence? I'll let you decide. Pog/duality of man. It's just a picture of Doge mixed with the Pogger's face. The true duality of man. Cheems is made of cheese. Alright guys, this is just nuts. There's no way Cheems can be made of cheese. Oh my god! Cancelled DreamWorks Doge movie. Looking at a list of cancelled DreamWorks projects shows no movies about Doge. However, in the dark, deep recesses of this Wikipedia, I managed to find one movie with the name Shrek 5. It was in development, and it sounds interesting, and I hope they pick the project back up again. For their sake. Cheemsburbgerlore. Cheems is an infinite being that took the form of a giant Doge with a malevolent smirk, a god who transcended time and space within the r/Dogelore universe. Although his appearances are limited, he's known for killing a man's girlfriend right in front of him, and as mentioned before, consuming the man standing in front of the tanks in Tiananmen Square protests. Cheemsburbgerlore's motives and personal traits are unknown. However, he is not to be confused with regular Cheems. Atsuko Sato. She's just the owner of Kabosu. She seems like a very nice woman. Demonic rituals. Possibly referring to the rituals used by Karen to trap Doge in wacky and uncharacteristic places and situations. This just translates to, quote, ha ha ha, funny foreign language, end quote. And I gotta say, yeah, this one was pretty funny. Smile Doge.jpg. A Doge version of Smile Dog. Nothing too special. Spread the word. Doge will come back. This is referring to the fact that Doge memes will come and go, and he will never truly be gone. His popularity is just different at any given time. If he's gone at the time of you viewing this, just remember, he will come back. Doge Vor. Did I really have to Google that? Scary Walter. Do not Google. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but I just rarely had the time to look everything up and edit everything and record the video, but one day I just kind of sat down and got my stuff together and got everything done, you know? And let me tell you, reading the Dogelore and looking through the subreddit and some of the later entries has definitely driven me to the point of insanity. So if you liked it, a like would be appreciated, and a subscription would mean more than you know. And if you ever change your mind, you know, you can always unsub for free. It's no strings attached commitment, you know. Anyway, I got more videos to work on, so I'll get going. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.